The baby deserved it.
Baby was squirming too much. Something happened.
I'm very, very excited. Jillian, first to you personally, I don't think there's a better person at this kind of deadpan style comedy than you in this space. You showed again here with Lindsay. Is that something that has come natural, or is it something that you worked on throughout this time?
My sister calls it dead eyes. She's like, you just have a great set of dead eyes. And I was like, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'm going to try to use it as long as I can and as long as people aren't sick of it. So I'm glad you're not sick of it. Thank you.
I think it's just the reaction. I mean, obviously, like there's certain scenes that you're just like, I don't know. Like I personally couldn't do them because I would just laugh hysterically. And we'll talk a little more about that later. But it's just, I love that your reactions are just so authentic that it just comes off hilarious to the audience, right?
Oh, thanks. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Joshua, to you, you co-wrote this script with Sarah Smith. Where did the idea kind of come from?
The idea for this movie came from Sarah Dina Smith's longtime partner and now husband. I think they've been together 20 years, Shaheen Seth, who was also the brilliant cinematographer on the movie. Sarah had been obsessed for many years with force majeure, and the original force majeure, and the notion that this husband father kind of breaks the central tenet of our preconception of manhood. No matter what you think, no matter how evolved you are, inside it felt weird, and everybody knew why it felt weird. And so Sarah was wondering, she was like, what's the female version of abandoning your family to an avalanche? And she asked Shaheen, and she said, what do you think I could do? Is there anything I could do after 15 plus years being together that would make you feel like you had married a dud? And Shaheen, without skipping a beat, said, I don't know, if you dropped a baby. And so that was the seed idea for this movie. And Sarah told me that, and I found it absolutely hilarious and just the dumbest thing we could possibly base a movie on. But also one of those ideas that is both dumb, but is a wellspring of like what it would actually bring out of both Jermaine and Anna's character, but also all the other characters in the ensemble. So that's.
Thank God he said that. Thank God he said drop a baby and not like be mean to waiters, because that's not the best film.
Right.
Like, no one wants to see someone be mean to waiters. No one wants to see a baby be dropped.
Everybody wants a baby dropped.
But I'm just gonna say, but it weirdly works where you're like, what's gonna happen now? What's the fallout?
Right, because that's one of my favorite things about it is not necessarily, obviously the baby drop happens, but my favorite thing is everybody's reaction to it. And that follow-up question to you, Jillian, is this: you have this Josh delivers this line to you that you have the potential within you to be a baby dropper, and obviously your reaction is priceless. But I'm going to put you a little bit on the spot. Which cast member do you think is capable of dropping a baby?
That's so hard. I mean, so much trouble. But I will immediately say, no, I don't. Oh, who would do it?
Lafleur.
I'll tell you who I feel like could get away with it is Jermaine. I feel like if Jermaine did it, we'd be like, that's probably an accident. Like we wouldn't be mad, but everyone else, we're like, you dropped a baby. But Jermaine, I'm just like, he's too lovable. It wasn't there. There was no.
The baby deserved it.
Baby was squirming too much. Something happened.
I love that. Now, Joshua, back to you. When writing that following sequence, not just the baby drop, obviously you have that there. Take me behind kind of writing the sequences that follow that.
I think because of the way because there are these central couples inside the movie. There's the whole ensemble, but then the central couples, and I don't know. I always find, in my own relationship and in relationships of people close to me, that every couple is kind of their own country in a way. and with their own rules and their own lingo, and I think bringing this weird stew of people together who have been friends for so long, and their lives have kind of gone off in these different directions, and then sitting down and just spitballing with Sarah, like, how would Robin and Utkarsh react to this? Like, how does this affect the country and the solidarity of their relationship, and figuring that out. And then obviously, because it's an improvised movie, we took it this far in the scriptment, and then the actors who came on board to play those characters did like 90% of the work.
My final question is Lex and Mani run a bakery in LA. Jillian, first to you, what is your favorite bakery snack?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I don't know if is this a bakery snack? I love a donut.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yeah, well, because it's like there's donut shops and then there's bakery. Yeah. I don't know if I really see that, but I guess a donut.
Donuts are so good. They're just so... Joshua, to you.
Ricky, I loved the soda voce. Donuts are so good. I love, it's going to be a sweet thing. I love an almond croissant. Ooh. I love an almond croissant.